Okay, good morning. So today you're going to be working on the back of this drawing that we did yesterday. And there's two options. The first option, what you're going to do is, here's my picture from my favorite things. What you're going to do is you're going to draw your favorite thing. Now, the reason I said you might need a pen is there's two different ways to do this. One way is if you have it printed out, what I can do with my chalk is do a chalk transfer where I color the back, and I'm just going to do this quick because I know some of you do not have it printed out and may not have that capability, so this might be irrelevant to you. But if you do have it printed out, I encourage you to do like a lead pencil transfer. I'm going to place this on top of my black paper, and with the pen, I'm just going to outline the contour, which is the outline details going over. And I use the pen A because I'm adding pressure so you can see a little bit that line transferring. I probably should have drawn this a little bit more chalk on the back. Okay. I'm just going to do for now, for the sake of the demo, I'm just going to stop there. I could trace a lot more, but I just want to show you the outline. So once I have my general image transferred, what I'm going to do is what we did yesterday is draw the highlights and the midtones. So looking at my image, I'm going to go to my strongest highlights on this lip and on this inside. There's also some midtone here. You get the gist, but I'm not going to do this whole image right now because I want to do it in case you don't have it printed out and in case you can't do the whole image like I have here. The other option is, again, going on the back of your drawing from yesterday, is to simplify, modify. So if you have a lot going on, pick one object from your image that you're going to focus on that ideally has a lot of highlights, midtones, and shadows. So again, my mug has really good shading. So I'm just going to focus on that and try to draw it by drawing the basic shapes first. And this is usually how I teach this project, where we do a whole week of mapping out, like making sure our image is centered, our object is centered. So I'm just doing this very rough. And again, the point of this project or this activity today is value, highlights, midtones, and shadows. So if your drawing is off, if it doesn't look good, I'm not so concerned with proportion and all of that. What I want to see is the highlights and midtones. And the reason I didn't finish this is I want to do my really good highlighting on this just to show you. So again, always looking at your reference image. And I know someone's going to ask, can I change my image? You may, but again, you've drawn this so many times now, you should be able to draw this in your sleep and know where the highlights are, know where the shadows are. Again, this is more of a midtones. Go into this with my hatch lines. There's more light on the right here, so maybe I go stronger. And again, I'm using this sidewalk chalk. And remember when we did the sphere yesterday, and I'm just going to flip to it, there was this area, this dark area that went across the ball. So I'm looking at my cup here, and there is this, here's my dark shadow over here, but there's also kind of a dark area down here, not black. So I need to add some midtone. And notice I keep flipping my chalk around because it keeps getting this kind of like sharp area. I'm trying to create a point to get some sharp areas. Now look, my cast shadow is going to the left because my light is over here on the right. I also need my reflection in my coffee. So again, this is going to be sort of mid-tony. My mug is not black, it's just in shadow. So I'm going to add some mid-tone there. My coffee is black. So I do want to see some contrast between the mug gray and the black coffee. So again, nothing on this mug is totally black. It's all in shadow. And again, I'm just doing this quickly. I want you guys to take your time, but basically that's what you're doing today is you're going to draw your favorite thing object, simplify it if you must. I'm going to draw my shadow goes over to the left here. So now I can go ahead and do my highlight really strong. This is my table. And I'm going to ignore that there's a croissant there. So I'm going to assume my plate maybe comes over here and draw this really bright. But notice I'm leaving a small gap there because I don't want my mug to blend into my background. So it's creating a little bit of an edge like that. So I can go ahead and now I'm going to give it a little bit of mid-tone back here because this is all a bit mid-tone, but it's darker than my mug. Shake it off because there's all kinds of chalk there. So I'm going to keep going, but this is basically just showing you what I want you to do today. Get in there with that. Okay, so let me stop that.